And you could throw down on the flute in a half a second, man. It's an amazing instrument. It's also one of the most beautiful instruments of all of ours because there's no reed. And that would be something I'm a big fan of. You know what I'm talking about? The only thing worse than one reed is two reeds. That's another thing. Sometimes you got to say a prayer to the Pope. That's a whole other issue that we could get into. I've wired that stuff now because my reeds are in a coma. They've been in a coma for 4 years. My reeds are in a refrigerator. Those reeds, I'll take them out and play for you. They've been in water for 4 years. I haven't bought reeds in 4 years. They just play.
I don't know how you do that.
What? It's easy as, it's like falling off a log, I'm telling you.
Yeah, but when I get them waterlogged reeds, that sound like crap. Man, you know?
Yeah, but the thing is, here's the first thing. Let me ask you a couple, look, I always feel like I could spend about 50 hours with you guys. Here's a quick one for you. And I want to stay on this too, but here, you keep me honest, right? Because I just like to go.
Yeah.
All right. The first extreme with reeds, in the box, dry as a bone. No one plays a dry reed unless they're a masochist. Really. 99% of people, what you're doing is you're doing a yo-yo. How come it's changing? Why do you think it's changing? Are you really that freaking stupid? And the reason it's changing is you're putting a little water on it and it's going, oh, I thank you. And then when the water goes away, it goes back to looks like a Lay's potato chip. And when it keeps drying out and getting wet, that weakens the fibers. And you're not finding any consistency. Surprise, surprise! But I will tell you this, I'm right there with you. See, the problem is, you see this gray hair and stuff? I'm a little further down the pipe. I'm not telling you that, I want you to figure this shit out yourself. But here's what I figured out. One day, Nick, I realized that if I got my reeds a little wet, they were happier. Right? When you get them moist, they're pretty good. So I put them in a glass or something, and then a football game came on, and then, a day later I went back. How many have done this? You go back a day later, like, oh. I left them in here. Oh, there are waterlogged. They are this, and the water's a little funky. You're not done, man. That's only a little step. What you got to do is rinse that water out, get more water, and keep those reeds in there until they sink to the bottom. So here's what I do. I get a big, you could get whatever you want. I have a big, just like you can get a bucket, a bowl, anything. Fill it up with cool water. Put your reeds in there, whether they're old ones, new ones, whatever. Just stick them in there. Bless you. And just tap them a little bit, get some water, and leave. Leave them alone. As the days go by, if the water starts getting a little funny, just take the reeds out, clean it out, put fresh water. So they start right here, right? In about a day or two, they start going like this.
All right.
In 3 days, depending on the cane and stuff, because God makes the cane, a reed will stay halfway between the top and the bottom. And it'll be like this. Like suspended animation. Suspended animation. What is that? There's no string. The reed is like, hello. And you know what he's telling you? I started up here floating in the top, and I'm taking a trip. He's also telling you, I haven't arrived yet. Eventually, they go down to the bottom like a stone. Now you are at, that's it. They play great. I'm using the same reeds that I used before. No difference in strength. Same reeds.
And you don't think...
And they're playing great, and they're lasting. Because the fibers are a little bit stronger, and they're not doing a yo-yo. So what I do is, I take a reed out and play it. Like I'll give you a quick demo, because there's nothing like carpe diem, right? Isn't that what they say? I could play that shit all day at Purchase in February and my reed never dries out. And then what I do is, the reason these are so great, this stuff comes off and you can change the O-rings. You know what I mean? Like the top comes off. Let me get another one. So I keep these in the refrigerator. I have a whole drawer of like different. You dig that, Sam? So I can change these O-rings.
What are the O-rings for?
That holds the reed in a little bit tighter.
Oh, okay.
You know, like the old kind of reed guards, those lavas, they were aluminum and stuff, and you don't want to be keeping aluminum around.
Right.
Unless you want to have three-headed babies or something, you know, so.
Do you throw like any white vinegar or anything?
If I have a problem, here's one for you. I teach at Skidmore also,
Oh, yeah.
on Mondays and Tuesdays. The semester's done in April. I don't have to be back there till September. I put all my reeds in vinegar in the refrigerator in my office up there. I come back 4 months later, take the reeds out, rinse them out, and they're playing like $1 million.
That's cool.
So that's been another thing that has helped me.
You say white vinegar?
Yeah, clear white vinegar. It's a natural. Bless you. It's a natural antiseptic. Bless you. It's a natural antiseptic, and germs don't really like it. Now I came up with another one. The other day I had a little mold on my reed a little bit. I was worried about it, so I put it in a microwave with white vinegar in a dish for about 3 or 4 minutes. I didn't want it to go crazy boil, but it was like this,
Yeah.
and some bubbles were coming up out of the reed. Took it out, the mold's gone, and the reed's playing great. And the thing is, I can work on them also. Now the real thing that I'm getting also is, they're staying consistent is what I will tell you. So I will tell you this also, Sam. You know, everything that you do has an effect. So if you like playing a semi-wet dry reed and going back and forth and hoping that it's all going to be okay, there's only one thing that plays like a semi-dry reed. What would that be? A semi-dry reed.
Yeah.
But I think the consistency that I get with the water coma is freaking unbelievable. Because I just take my reeds out, I'm like, I'm ready, I'm not really thinking about it that much, which we really don't want to be thinking about the reeds, you really just want to actually be playing it. Yeah.
And what number reeds do you usually use?
I use 2.5s on the alto. On the clarinet I use 3.5s. And soprano, I think about 2.5. It's all tied into how open your mouthpiece is and stuff, you know. But anyway, and then I'm doing the same thing, cats. Like for example,
That's for all your reeds. For all
everything is in the refrigerator. Like for example, this reeds. I have a reed on here that I took out when Nick came up. It's been in a coma for like 2 years. I was doing that for Nick, remember? Right? Remember the threes I was talking to you cats about? Are you doing that?